Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I want to talk about Voldemort and why he killed his father and grandparents and basically how he got away with it. It's another event in Voldemort's early life that I want to take a look at and analyze because there's quite a lot of thought and reason behind it. Look, we know the story. Voldemort's mother, Merope Gaunt, was heavily pregnant. She showed up at Wold's orphanage. She dies after giving birth and young Tom grows up as an orphan, feeling unwanted, unloved, abandoned, just basically feeling like he was nothing. He did not feel like that for very long, as we know. However, he didn't forget. He always questioned why this happened to him, and when he got to Hogwarts, he became determined to discover his true heritage. He wanted to know where he came from. After all, he was a brilliant young wizard, and it was assumed he must have come from good wizarding stock. He searched and searched through every book he could find in order to learn about his surname, Riddle, but it did not exist anywhere in any family history book. It had to be his father that was the wizard. His mother died and gave up on life, so surely Riddle was a name that was buried deep in the magical archives, but sadly it wasn't to be. This all but confirmed he was magical from his mother's side, but he was very puzzled by the name Riddle, and it was something he didn't forget. After piecing together the clues that led him to being a descendant from the great Salazar Slytherin himself, Tom began to feel like a lot more of a self-privileged individual. Sure, why wouldn't he feel like that? Why wouldn't he feel such a way? He came from the Gaunt family, the direct descendants from Slytherin, one of the founders of Hogwarts and one of the greatest wizards of his time. At least now Tom has some sense of identity, and with that comes confidence within himself. Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is an incredibly powerful VPN that gives you everything you need in order to make sure your privacy is protected. We are online now more than ever, which means so are hackers. Passwords, accounts and personal data can all be easily hacked by online criminals who not only want to steal your information for their own personal gain, but to sell it onto others too. That can all be prevented with Surfshark, the VPN that allows you to disguise your IP address as if it was located in another country of your choice. It doesn't stop there, guys. By choosing another country, you can gain access to blocked content that may not be available in your own country. For example, for those of you who aren't based in Turkey, you can log on to Surfshark, change your location to Turkey, and enjoy all 8 Harry Potter movies with a lot of other content too. Now, Surfshark doesn't want to charge you full price. In fact, the Surfshark team want to give you their best offer to date. You'll get up to 6 additional months for free. Use my code POTTER. This incredible offer is currently available right now and will be yours to benefit from up until December 31st. And you'll also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. You've got nothing to lose. Try it out. Sign up today using the link in the description below. Now, back to the video. Now he wants to find the man that left him. He wants to find his father and discover the real truth. It was actually through meeting his uncle Morphin that leads him to Tom Riddle Sr. and his grandparents Thomas and Mary Riddle, who weren't very popular according to a report, something I'll address later in the video. The lightbulb moment in the conversation between Tom and Morphin went as follows. "I thought you was that muggle," whispered Morphin. "You look mighty like that muggle." "What muggle?" said Riddle sharply. "Fat muggle, what my sister took a fancy to. That muggle who lives in the big house over the way," said Morphin, and he spat unexpectedly upon the floor between them. "You look right like him, Riddle. But he's older now, isn't he? He's older than you, now I think on it. He come back, see?" Voldemort was gazing at Morphin as though appraising his possibilities. Now he moved a little closer and said, "Riddle came back." "Ah, he left her. Serve her right, marrying filth," said Morphin, spitting on the floor again. "Robbed us mine, before she ran off. Where's the locket, eh? Where's Slytherin's locket?" This gave Tom all the knowledge needed to realise that his direct family lived only across the way. His father, his grandfather and his grandmother. He could finally get the answers he wanted. The issue is we don't know the conversation. We don't know what was said, what happened, nothing. All we know is that he went to that house and killed them all. From my perspective, it's obvious J.K. Rowling leaving that conversation to our imaginations, but it's something she didn't want to address as the book was full enough as it is. That's my guess. He used his uncle's wand to cast a killing curse on his father and grandparents. Riddle then returned to the Gaunt family shack and altered Morphin's memory, causing the Gaunts to believe himself to be the murderer and returned the wand to the unconscious man. So his maternal grandfather was already dead, nothing he could do there. He just altered his uncle's memory and framed him for murder, and he wiped out the Riddle line entirely as he had no plans to ever marry or have children himself. The deaths of the Riddles baffled the town, with the report reading as follows. A team of doctors had examined the bodies and had concluded that none of the Riddles had been poisoned, stabbed, shot, strangled, suffocated or, as far as they could tell, harmed at all. In fact, the report continued in a tone of unmistakable bewilderment. The Riddles all appeared to be in perfect health, apart from the fact that they were all dead. The doctors did note, as though determined to find something wrong with the bodies, that each of the Riddles had a look of terror upon his or her face. But as the frustrated police said, whoever heard of 3 people being frightened to death? Voldemort actually got away completely with his crimes, despite being underage and having the magical trace placed upon him. So, what happened? How did they not identify him immediately? Didn't Harry Potter get outright expelled right away for his use of underage magic? What's the difference here? Well, the issue with the trace is that it only detects that underage magic has been used. It doesn't inform the Ministry who it was. They just tie the location to the underage wizard who lives there, and bingo, they have their wizard. That's what happened with Harry using the Patronus charm with Dudley, for example. It was close to where Harry lived and he was the only wizard living there, so it's quite logical. You put 2 and 2 together, you get your wizard. Tom Riddle, on the other hand, well, nobody knew him in the village of Little Hangleton, and nobody knew that he had plans to go there in the first place. Everything was kept a secret. He done what he done, he cleaned himself up afterwards, he disappeared before the authorities arrived, and he's home free. There you have it, everyone. Why Tom killed his father and grandparents, and how he got away with it. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support. Everyone, notifications of uploads are more important than ever. So please, if you haven't already, turn those notifications on to make sure you're notified the moment my video goes live. Making videos is what I love to do. It's my dream and my passion. However, it does cost time and money to produce this content. So if you have $1 to spare to support me on Patreon in exchange for some exclusive unseen content, then you can click the Patreon link below or at the end of this video. Please only support me if you can afford it. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at InstaDNJ and on Twitter at PotterFolklore. Check out my other videos appearing on screen, and please make sure, most importantly, to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again everyone, and please have a great day.